Hi there, thanks for sending in your essay. My name's Daphne and I'm going to correct it for you. You have one task that I can correct, okay? And your exam is tomorrow. Help. Okay, so off we go. The quality of life in large cities is decreasing. So causes and solutions. So, okay, problem solution essay. You're going to talk about your ideas, your knowledge, experience, and support your arguments. So you've answered the task really nicely. So one of the most you need to have here, widely discussed issues nowadays, is that in many large and bustling cities, people's or citizens, so persons doesn't work, people or citizens' quality of life has been going down or declining. You can't have descending here in this context, doesn't quite work. Has been declining. So life and then a singular verb has been declining for the last decades. Careful on articles. You've got quite a few mistakes on articles, so if you have time, just revise that. I know it's difficult in English for the last decades. This essay will discuss the main problems caused by traffic, so nothing there. Yeah, that's zero. Traffic congestion and air pollution. And I'm not sure after which we'll suggest that inner city roads need to be enlarged, so just rework that. Inner city roads need to be enlarged and cars restricted with an increase in public transport. Okay, so just need to slightly rework that. I see what you mean, but just the language, the grammar doesn't quite work there. First of all, many local people who live, present simple here, who live in a metropolis. Megapolis may exist, but it's certainly not a word that is very common, so I'd be careful. Metropolis, such as New York, Shanghai, or Shanghai, struggle with traffic, so don't need it, traffic congestion as well as air pollution, due to the fact that, you could do a comma there so I can breathe, in these regions, a lot of people use their own transport, just to emphasize, not public transport. Because of this, okay, due to, we would say, don't normally start a sentence with because. Due to this, people feel more stress-related or suffer from more stress-related sickness. Okay, so you feel stressed or you suffer from an illness. So suffer from stress-related sicknesses and sometimes are diagnosed with lung cancer caused by, you don't need that, caused by bad air quality. According to, so I prefer you to say either according to or for example. Don't put this in here for instances. So I'm just going to go straight. According to the International Health Organization, approximately 7 million died from air pollution. Okay, where? In the world and in which year? Okay, so in large cities or in capital cities, and tell me when, in 2017 or something. So great example, but just make it a bit more precise. Therefore, more and more people's lives they don't become deteriorated, they deteriorate from year to year. Okay, it's a good paragraph. The example is very sound. Make sure your example links to your statement here, so connect it back in. But it's a good paragraph and you've argued it well. So you're getting me a solution. One of the solutions to this problem is that government's authority should, it's difficult to solve a traffic jam, limit traffic jams, or another word, you've got head congestion. Traffic jams by enlarging the size of roads, okay, widening, maybe, roads. Additionally, they could circumscribe cars, okay, limit, yeah, cars which produce carbon dioxide emissions. You don't need that comma there because it's a relative clause, but it's a direct one. In other words, governments could or should advocate using environmentally friendly vehicles such as, promote the use of, I would prefer, environmentally friendly vehicles such as bicycles or electronic cars in order to avoid future pollution problems. For example, in Germany, don't like this, it's too informal. It's widely known that, take for example in Berlin, it's widely known that, in the capital city Berlin, 35% of adults use bicycles to commute to work. Okay, inspired by TV and social, positive TV and social media advertisements about, informative, let's have TV and social media advertisements about the detrimental effect of CO2. Consequently, now what is it here? Encourages the environment, protects the environment, but also increases the quality of life in towns. So it is what? Limiting the vehicles. Okay, so let's say this limitation or this use of public transport or this use of green transport. Yeah, encourages it. So careful with when you're using a pronoun like it. I need to know what you're referring to. Make sure that's really, really clear. That's a cohesion problem. Okay. To put it in a nutshell, I pen down. Ooh, that's not nice. That's too informal, and I pen down doesn't exist. Okay, it must. It doesn't exist. So, in conclusion, I believe that although the ramifications of traffic problems and deterioration of air quality will no doubt be adverse or will continue to be adverse in a bustling city, there is a plethora of residential area. Oh, hang on. Although ramifications of traffic will be adverse. A lot of people. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean. I thought you were going to say traffic ramifications. The ramifications, are dangerous in a bustling city where there is a plethora of residential area. So although it's dangerous, I believe the best solutions are to extend roads in the city as well as limiting car use. Okay, not quite sure on that. The way you've worded that sentence, but I know where you want to go. So you're saying, yes, there's a lot of traffic, but the best solution is to widen the roads and limit car use, which is absolutely correct. So you've got lots of good stuff here. You've argued it well. Your main problem seems to be just making sure your argument is really, really clear, which is just down to your grammar and a little bit of vocabulary, just clarification. So you've used some amazing words in here, but I'm not quite sure what you mean. So just, if you're in any doubt, simplify when you're checking your essay at the end. Just simplify a tiny bit to make sure that it's really, really clear where you're going. Okay? The grammar point I'd pick out is articles. Watch out for use of articles, maybe do a quick revision of that if you have time. Otherwise, your vocabulary looks really strong, your ideas are really good, and you've organised it pretty well. So well done and really good luck tomorrow.